Hey there, today, we're going to be talking about Invizimals. I have fond memories of playing The Lost Kingdom, such a good game. Anyways, the Invizimals franchise is developed by Novarama, and owned by Sony. It was then launched on the PSP in 2009, and ever since then, it has become a sensation. This was during what I like to call the Mon-like era of gaming, where all monster-catching games were mainly inspired by Pokémon. You got Bakugan, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dinosaur King, and most famously, Digimon. However, I want a video about Invizimals because they aren't talked about as much. The main gameplay is obvious, collecting monsters. However, the twist comes in how it operates. You see, when you got the original games, you had a camera and a base which was needed to play the game. The monsters can't be seen in the naked eye, so lore-wise, this camera feature is pretty unique amongst other Mon-likes. Similar to Pokémon, the game's titular monsters had three forms: Pup, Colt, and Max. The typing was unique, as some are named after ecosystems, like desert and jungle types for example. There are also vector attacks, which I guess are moves that support the Invizimals moves. Some Invizimals don't have vector attacks. Me personally, they should have removed the vector attacks, or at least make it to where all Invizimals have only one vector attack, like an ultimate or final smash type of move. The main story is about a group of very specific people trying to catch Invizimals, and this billionaire called Campbell wants all Invizimals, and as we find out more and more about Campbell, the more sinister his plot is. Stereotypical plot of taking over the world. The fact that the PSPs are in the cutscenes just make it hilarious. I'm sorry, but this is clear product placement to show PlayStation's dominance over Nintendo. That's the main plot of the first Invizimals game. I don't know about the others, but certain characters from the first game do appear in other titles in the franchise, which leads us to the one my parents gave me. Back then, I had The Lost Kingdom, which was connected to the TV show airing at the time. I don't know everything beat for beat, but what I do know is my progress in the game. So far, out of all of the playable characters in the game, I collected Chupacabra, and then after that, I never laid a finger on Invizimals again. Nowadays, I've moved on to Palworld, which is on my Xbox. Still, I couldn't help but talk about Invizimals, and go through memory lane. Hopefully, you too must have had a fun time through this nostalgia trip. Did I mention TV show? Well, outside of the games, Invizimals had a TV show and several comic books. A majority of Mon-likes had a TV show, which usually had a monster of the week premise, which is tried and true for the Super Sentai Power Rangers. This franchise should be brought back for modern audiences. Next to Ratchet and Clank, God of War, and Astro Bot, Invizimals is still in Sony's possession of IPs, and perhaps, a good Invizimals game can teach Pokémon who's boss. That's the end of this video. I wanted to make this because ever since Palworld, I've been recommended some videos relating to Palworld, and one of those is Invizimals. I really wanted to make this month Invizimals, but at the same time, talk about other Mon-likes, so, instead, it'll be changed to Mon-Month, where I'll have videos focused around the other Mon-likes.